I was born in New York City. My parents moved to the New York suburbs when I was 5. My parents got divorced when I was 8, and I moved back to New York City with my mom. And we moved back to Manhattan, the Upper East Side of Manhattan. And so I experienced living in the suburbs, and I experienced living in the heart of the big city. And then when I was a boy coming up, I was sent away to a summer camp every year in New Hampshire, which is way up in New England. And they used to take us into town on Thursday nights, and we had a choice of going to the movie or going to a street dance. And there was a third choice that was never really articulated, which was you could just roam around town. And I did that. I roamed around small town America, and it was so different from my regular milieu in Manhattan that it made quite an impression on me. And I liked it a lot. And this is back in the day, in the late 1950s, early 60s, when small town America was still intact, really. The economies were intact, and all of its furnishings and accessories were working. And then when I went to college, I went away to a small Main Street town in distant upstate New York, about as far as you could get in away from the city and still be in New York State. So I thrived in that atmosphere or that setting, and I returned to it as an adult after I had a few adventures in big city journalism as a young man. I dropped out to write novels, and I moved to Saratoga Springs, New York, which was a kind of a classic Main Street town, a very good one.